Today I'm joined by Kelley Legler, owner of Baby Jack & Company. Thanks for joining today.
Thanks for having me, Scott. I appreciate it.
All right, so what is Baby Jack & Company?
You know, this is a family business from Wisconsin that originated about 11 years ago. I was let go during our recession after having my first son, Jack, and needed a creative outlet. So my mom taught me how to sew, and we started making these little sensory tag blankets for kids. And as my kids have grown, so has our business.
So when you say sensory tag blankets, can you explain a little bit more?
Absolutely, yes. Kids are very sensory focused, and they gravitate towards any sort of sensory play. I noticed my son would play with little tags on his clothing and on toys. So my mother-in-law and I started sewing these little tag blankets that he can seek comfort and entertainment with. So it's a little kind of security blanket that little babies just love to gravitate towards the tags and fidget and rub and play. And it's really grown since my child's been born, which is 11 years ago.
And what do you do in terms of both the material selection and the sewing techniques so that it has some lasting life?
Yeah, you know, I noticed that my son loved his little loop tag blanket that I gave him. But what really transformed our business and our aesthetic is he got his finger intertwined in one of the ribbon loops. And that prompted me years back to sew them all shut. So we make sure that they still get the tactile function and being able to play and fidget, but it's a lot safer for kids. The unique thing about our business is that now that my kids have grown, they kind of went into an educational focus and aesthetic. So my kids actually design all of our prints. They take crayon drawings and I transform it into graphic design and then into textiles. So that's kind of how we have a lot of fun and make sure that it's an educational process, incorporating kind of a look and find design, looking for shapes, letters, numbers in all of our fabrics.
Well, I love the way you are integrating your family members to be able to help contribute to the design and the final products. What are some of your more popular products or blankets?
So we have two main sizes, which is our Learning Lovey collection. So this is a 14 by 18 tag blanket, security comfort object. It's not a tag blanket to really cover a child. It's more of, you know, a security blanket that they can take with them to college, basically. My kids are 11 and 8, and they still gravitate towards this 14 by 18 size because it doesn't drag or cross the ground. Our popular designs are definitely animals. We have a lot of gender neutral products because the kids just gravitate towards farm, ocean, jungle, zoo, forest animals, and really making it educational and interactive product for kids. And we also have a small 8x8 tag toy called our Crinkle Square that covers a lot of the different five senses, sense of visual sense of touch, sound, it's got a little crinkle fabric in it, sense of smell with mom's scent on it, and taste, babies love to chew. It's a great stroller blanket, tummy time, activity toy that really can grow with a child. So
I have a middle schooler. Probably I shouldn't be sharing this, but he's had a lovey, a blanket since he was a little kid, and he would drag it everywhere. And I remember we actually gave it to our dog, but he wanted it actually back. So one of the problem is, of course, you know, these kids are, you know, dragging these things around everywhere, and yet they're sticking it to their mouth. So what kind of materials are you using, and what do you advise parents to do to keep it hygiene and safe?
You know, we've done all our research, and our factory overseas that has provided such great material. It's a micro polyester, so it's very durable and easy to clean. And then the backing has a very plush, soft, textured backing. Because this is a 14 by 18 size, as kids grow, it doesn't drag on the ground, and it's very light. But we call this the Learning Lovey, and it has longevity. we have middle schoolers that have loveys now, and use it for kind of an anti-anxiety and using during assignments and homework, but it withstands a washing, and it's just wash cold, tumble dry low. We haven't had any problems with our longtime customers. So
now I got to believe that some of your customers must email you or write you and tell you their experience or stories. Can you share maybe one or two that kind of comes off the top of your head in terms of their experience with your product?
Yes, I have a lot of heartfelt customers that have really been there since the beginning and really helped us grow with product development. And it's not just babies that have our products, it's toddlers, it's fur babies. But one that resonates with me so much is we have this really unique wizard design, and I designed it as a joke because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and we wanted to have something that inspired kids about the magical world. And one customer emailed me saying that her sister is obsessed with the books and helped her through chemo treatments, and this is something that she would hold on to during her chemo treatments. She reached out to me and I gave her some fabric to make her a little colostomy bag holder and everything. So it's those people that reach out that have the heartfelt stories that really inspire us to design more. And it's created kind of a way for us to give back so much more to everybody.
That's a terrific story. Tell me, again, at the time of this recording, it's early April. Many of us around the world are in quarantine because of COVID-19. Why does something like this help, especially those that are younger and in kind of teething or toddler stage?
Well, it's a really great busy blanket, first and foremost, for, moms and dads at home need to, one, work and also provide distant learning for their other children. And then you have baby on the floor that just needs to be entertained. And it's a really great product that they can just lay on the floor and be entertained and busy, also in the height chair. And the concepts are educational. So if you have a loved one that, wants to rock the baby and provide them kind of a comforting, nurturing experience, having a lovey that's close to them, and then you can point out the animals in here and provide animal identification and speech and language for evoking sounds, and then provide a sense of security and comfort when they can teach themselves to self-soothe. They'll have a positive interaction and experience with this, and then as you lay them down, it teaches them to self-soothe and identify this as a positive reinforcement. So we've learned a lot with a lot of our retailers that are not able to be open. So we've been working with them on marketing content for providing learning at home. My team has been designing fun matching animal identification games, puzzles, and fun I Spy pages that really are inspired by our lovey and easy stuff that parents can do at home and provide education for their kids.
That's great. That's great. Now, I got to believe in your product development over the years, not everything was a hit. Can you give us an example of something that maybe didn't go as well as you thought?
Yeah, a lot of our customers and stores have tried us to branch out, into bibs and baby blocks and kind of across the board with baby. And I found that there was so much more benefits with educational. So that brought us to creating more for the kids as they grow. I've had some fun products that were just kind of a flop, but those would be the ones that we would donate because as long as a child receives a blanket, I'm happy. So we have a lot of educational matching games and puzzles. But the funniest one was really the cloth books that we would design. And my kids are product designers too, so not everything works out the best that we want them to.
Well, it's great to have your own alpha and beta testers right in your home.
Yes, and getting sales commissions, they definitely demand that. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So what's next for your business?
We're really trying to grow our we have a great social media following, and I really want more interaction with them and with supporting our brick and mortar retailers. We do phenomenal on Amazon. I'm a huge kind of beta tester. So back in the day when Amazon first started, I jumped at it. I jumped at the Amazon Live beta test that goes on right now, and I'm very fortunate to continue to grow that. But my focus has always been small business because I am one. So the marketing content we want to provide them, creating a contest for I Spy pages so our customers can get involved and hopefully, produce an I Spy book inspired by them and really grow our collection that's really educational, because that doesn't go away and clearly it's needed right now.
Great. How can people find out more about your company?
Our website is designed by myself, helped along with my kids. So is our social media. So if you check out babyjackco.com, you'll find everything you need about us.
All right. So today I've been joined by Kelley Legler, owner of Baby Jack and Company. Thanks for joining today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.